We have a salvation in progress.
423.
1015 Edgewood Avenue, Crane.
This is Bruce Beelan, Crane Christian Church, oldlawdog.com. Had another great day here at Crane Christian Church. Starting a new series called Vision 2020. And we know that we're a few months off from the first of the year, but I want to get a jump on it. We've been praying, thinking for months about this. I want to just take a couple of minutes and talk about one of the heroes of the Bible, and that is Jonathan. You know, Jonathan was the son of Saul. He could have been very angry or very decided, you know, I'm not getting it my way, when David came along and had the anointing. And there's a recognition there between David and Jonathan that David's going to be the next king. They make covenant with each other. And instead of him going back home and, you know, saying, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, what he did is he decided to fight the enemies of God. And at that time, the actual physical enemies of Israel was the Philistines. And I love this story. It's 1 Samuel 14. And this is just something Jonathan says, and we're going to talk about it for a second. Jonathan said to his young armor bearer, "Come, let's go to the outpost of those uncircumcised fellows. Perhaps the Lord will act in our behalf. Nothing can hinder the Lord from saving, whether it be by many or by few." Guys, I just got to tell you, I love that attitude. I love the attitude. It says, you know, he doesn't say, listen, I don't have to flip 3 coins, have 3 deer cross in front of me, have 2 prophets tell me this is going to work. And instead, he said, let's go to work, and perhaps God will help us. I just love that attitude. I want to have that attitude of Jonathan. It's like, you know, these are God's enemies. And then we're not talking about people, in case you think I'm thinking about someone who thinks differently than me or whatever. It's exactly the opposite. I'm thinking about the salvation of this world through the Son of God, Jesus Christ. And I want to tell you, He's going to have His way. So let's decide today. We're going to do what God's called us to do, to be what God's called us to be, to say, to show up and do what God's called us to do. So a few years ago, I was in Colorado, my wife and family, and we were out there. And there's a group of people out there, and I'm by no means an expert, and if I tell this story wrong, I apologize. But there's the Ute Indians, and as I was out there, that was the native Indians of that area. And as I began to look at those and think about it, I became interested, looked at their culture. We went to some ruins, we looked at some stuff, and it was a beautiful country and had a great time. But when I came back, I was sitting in my office one day, and I just wanted to see if I could find some Ute language. And so I found online a Ute to English dictionary written by a Mormon missionary back from many, many years ago. And I have no idea if this is accurate. Again, I'm not a scholar. I'm a redneck that can read. Okay, and so, but I began to look up some words and try to put together some sentences and to see how it would sound. I was trying to do it, and I came up with these 2 words. Pi'um-nuk-e. And I may be messing that up bad, but I'm going to say it again. Pi'um-nuk-e. And from this dictionary, those 2 words, there's 2 words, is heart and fight. And since I found that, I have looked at these words, and I've thought about these words, and I thought, Lord, let me have pi'um-nuk-e. Let me have the heart to fight. A heart like Jonathan that says, you know what? We're going to go into this battle because God can deliver by many or by few. And it says He may help us. to have the confidence in God, to have the confidence in His grace that, if we mess it up, He's got enough to fix it. And I think there may be some people watching today that say, you know what, I've been afraid to launch out. I've been afraid to do what God's called me to do. I've been afraid to be what God's called me to be. Let me tell you something. I believe if you ask Him, if you seek, if you knock today, He will give you the pi'umnak to fight the fight that He's called you to fight. And brother, I want to tell you, sister, I want to tell you, it's not about the brother or the sister next to you. It's not about another denomination. It's not about a political ideology. What it is the God of this world is trying to destroy us all. And I want to tell you something. What's going to break the back of the enemy is when we decide that we have the heart to fight with love. That we say, you know what? I'm going to outlove every other church. I'm going to outlove every other denomination. I'm going to outlove every other man. I'm going to outlove every other woman with the love and the grace and the mercy of God. God did not set you here to set everybody straight. He brought you here to send everybody straight to Him through His Son, Jesus Christ. Well, this is the old law dog, and I don't know everything, but I know Him, and I want to tell you, God is on your side, and He is calling you, and He wants to give you the pi'umnak, because He can win, either by many or by few. Go to oldlawdog.com. We have a YouTube channel that you go to, same thing, oldlawdog.com. Bruce Kim Beelan is our Facebook, Crane Christian Church and Community Building. Come see us if you're in the Ozarks. Stop by and see us. We'd love to have you. Take care.